We are at Kastrup Airport, Copenhagen Airport, and we'll do a couple of flights here, but the first one will be the 15-minute variety. So I'm going to fly the, 20 miles up the coast, come across, another 20, come down south, and back to where we started. So it's about an 80-mile trip, just to capture the northeast corner of Denmark. And then I'm going to put more fuel on board, fly around the whole place and look for ships, because I just downloaded a fantastic ship mod which adds 1,300 types of ships. It's very exciting. Okay, let's get into the cockpit. Get our map sorted out. There it is. We can zoom in a bit, I think. And centre it up. Okay. Back to my default view. And put some up trim in. Runway altitude is what? That's sea level, I think. Yeah, okay. Well, 14 feet, okay. Close to sea level. And we're heading currently in 300. Let's dial that in. So we can come back and land here. I think everything's in order. Outside temperature above freezing, so good to check that over here. Wheel brake off we go. 20, 30, 40 knots rudder authority. 70, 80 the rumble. 90, 110 ease back, and give it a bit of help, and off we go. Gear up, flaps up, and wave to the tower. Right, big airport this one. I've actually I actually landed here sitting in a 737 way back in the day in the jump seat between the two pilots, and boy, that was exciting. We were flying from Schiphol in Amsterdam. Didn't take long to get here either. Now I'm going to slow down because well, there's a lot to see here. There's a lot. Look at that. This is exciting. I actually spent a month here in Denmark 20 years ago. 20 years ago, yeah. And wow. This is certainly reminiscent of it. Mike India Golf 1. Wow. It's very much wow. And look at the wind farms out in the water. That's what they have. And is that a submarine? In the harbour there? No, I'm not sure. There's a ship up ahead. Let's get down a bit lower. Let's check out the Recon pod. And this might be a default ship. We'll see in a moment, I think. I don't know. Some kind of tanker. There's one on the right too. Very good. Okay, let's head up the coast, check the map. Yep. Yeah, we'll be in the next country if we keep heading that way. So I'll just fly over the city and then proceed up the coast. I mean, compared to Australia, Denmark is kind of small, but it's kind of nice. Could even be the Royal Palace there. Pretty hazy on locations. can see myself coming back here and looking at my travel pictures and revisiting a few places. Certainly looks like Denmark. Wow. Okay, let's zip up the coast. Jump in the back seat. Crank it up. Keeping an eye out for ships as well. I expect to see a few. This mod has a lot of ferry routes, lots and lots of it. A whole bunch of guys worked on this. It's, like I said, 1,300 types of ships, sailing ships. 1,300 types, not 1,300 ships. 1,300 types. That is a lot. I didn't know there were so many ships. Wow. So just to add another element of amazement to sightseeing in this sim is all the ships and boats. And it was free. I'll put a link in the video description. Take a look out on the wingtip camera. There we go. I might zoom that view out a bit. There we go. Just want to play with a few different zoom settings on those Recon cams. I reckon that's probably a good one. And does it affect all the zooms? I think it does. So that's interesting. Maybe it does. I don't know. Still a lot to learn about these cameras. That looks like the normal view. Zoom in a bit. I can see a ship. I can see a couple of ships. Go back to the front seat. Here's the northeast corner of Denmark. Let's just take a slight detour and recon these ships. Let's get on the left fuselage camera. Yep, I think that'll give us the best view. I think that is one of the new ships because the authors claim there will be a slight stutter on your first approach to each ship as it unpacks the 3D model and puts it in the scenery library. So that's what would have been happening just there, and here we go. It's a passenger ship. Looks very nice too. So that process repeats until you've seen everything, and then they're all stored on your hard drive. I mean, it's a 1 gigabyte zip, goes to about 4 gig when it's unpacked. 8,000 files in there. This looks like a container ship. Slow. Going relatively slow. Yep. Nice. Wow, pretty detailed models too. Okay, let's jump in the back seat. Check our map. Oh, we're still coming up. To the left is Denmark, so that's cool. It's kind of a narrow straight here. Maybe that's Sweden over there, so yeah, they've got actual shipping routes going in this thing. Another container ship, I guess. Yeah. And this would be another one. Oops, something you look on the left is a castle. Sorry, ship. Go look at the castle. Wow, look at that. awesome. In the most northeasterly part of Denmark. I'll jump in the front seat and just have a gander at that. Watching my store lights with one eye. See if I can zoom in for you. Yep. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, let's continue around the coast. That's awesome, look at that. Wow. Fairy tale castles. I did visit a couple while I was here. I must come back one day. It's a fairy tale country. Let's go by that fuselage cam. Continue around, check the layout. Yep, let's just keep moving now. A lightning tour, blitzkrieg run. Look at all the houses there. We have little their own little boat jetties out in front. And we should be turning south momentarily. Checking that. Yep. A bit further to go. Just keep following the coast around. And I'll actually jump in the front seat. Look to the left. Yeah, gorgeous. So one thing that I like to notice, well, many things I notice, but that you've got all these very rural areas with windmills and farms and small, like this size, nice size, towns. And every couple of k's, you're going from countryside to city, countryside to city. It's very, very nice. Feet, 430 knots. Check on that. Oop, bit of a stutter there. I wonder if the map did that. Or it could be just loading. Could be loading ships. Because the package did say, yeah, this is something unusual. But when you get within a kilometre of the ship for the first time, it will unpack the 3D model. I think we just flew past a couple of ships, I would say. Now there is a map add-on which I haven't got, which shows the ships up on your map. I'll get that later and do some recon missions, taking snapshots of ships. Awesome. And all down this well, maybe not this coast, the coast of the other island. I was going to say World War II fortifications, yeah, I'd say it's the other island, which the Germans built during World War II. Okay, so where are we now? We're going to do a hard left shortly and go south. Yep, left turn coming up. Let's get a bit of altitude up. Jump in the back seat. And get ready for that left turn. Yep, it's coming up. up in the driver's seat. That's the turn. Going to head south and look at the wind farms. As I said, they got them out there in the ocean, so you have to be careful doing low-level sea skimming flights at night time, or daytime for that matter. Okay, let's go around the corner. I'm going to go heading due south, I believe, if I'm not totally lost. I'll check that map in a moment. I might have got my north-south mixed up. Oh, that's okay, we're not going. Okay, let's not follow all the coast, let's just go south. Go back to instructor view. Now I might tweak the roll rate in this. I was just watching some videos of Saab Gripens and MiG-29s and boy, can those things roll quick. I know this is supposed to be a trainer, but it is a military trainer. So I think I can probably afford to turn up the sensitivity in that y-axis. Yeah, let's keep heading down this waterway. Across this bridge. Let's gain some altitude. Yes, we're really not getting the idea of the lay of the land from down here. There we go. And we're going to turn left back to the airport momentarily. Let's do that now. Let's turn heading of about 215, I think. Or 135, I'm not talking about. I'm getting all the directions mixed up today, more than usual. 135 is what we want. Gorgeous. Let's get ready to land. EKCH is what we want to call it. Which is not showing up yet. There it is, Kastrup number 3. 5, thank you. Mike India Golf 1. Gee, that was bumped onto the second page. It's about 10 airports or more. Yeah. It was in a very close radius of where we are, which makes it a good place to practice touch and goes, etc. Lots of places to land. Let's just check our map. Yep, it's off to the left. In fact, as I remember, it was about there somewhere. Look at the road networks. So well portrayed. Yeah, it's about 12 o'clock. It's actually somewhere out there. Yep, I can see flashing lights. We'll land on a reciprocal heading to this. Somebody else is already landing on that runway, so I guess we'll be second to land. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. We're going dead ahead. Get everything squared away. Yep. There we go, runway 30 just off to our left. Somebody just landed. There's the tower. Cool. Okay, let's get our sort. Yeah, somebody else landing here at 10 o'clock. Talking to me? Yep. He's saying follow this guy in. He's going to land way before we do. That's cool. Okay. 259, I'm going to get the gear down. And the gear lever moved. We're sitting at 2,000 feet. Look at that bridge. One of the longest bridges I recall. Several kilometres across that. I don't know what they do about the shipping. I don't think it opens up. There's the gear now. Still thinking. I'm going to be in the next country in a moment. Or have I got to push it twice? Up, down, that should be it. Okay, I'm going to turn 240 knots, got one eye on my new stall indicators up here. So I can see that one very clearly, even though I'm looking right into the turn. I can still see this one. It didn't come on, which is good. And we're lined up pretty well. Still waiting for 3 greens though. Let's pop the air brakes. Full flaps. Come on, 3 greens, where are you? Can't believe how long it's taking recently. Oh, finally. Maybe I'm just getting more impatient. You've got greens coming on there now, and 1, 2, 3 chimpanzees, 4 chimpanzees, 5 chimpanzees, 6 chimpanzees later we get in my physical cockpit. So, okay, at least I know. But it must have taken 30 seconds to put them down, I reckon. Okay, so gee, that sun's bright. I might jump in the back seat. Instructor might have a better view. Yep, at this point he does. 127 knots, that's okay, everything's down, got full flaps, gears down. Someone else still on the runway, we're going to get a go around if he doesn't move. Good, he's off the runway. 110 knots. Jump back in the front seat, hopefully we can see the runway. If I lean across here, yep, wow. I like the way that sun reflects in the mirrors, although of course IRL would be pretty annoyed about it. But that's what happens. Okay, 110, we're heading 110 knots. We've got 4 whites, so we're a bit higher, but I don't mind that. It's better than going for a swim. And we can't be too far off though. A little bit slow. Okay, we've got 5 manual, now we're a bit low, you see. Pay attention. 105 is about right. Show rate of descent. Pulling it back. And flare. Cut the throttle. Not too bad, not great. Could have been better. Wow, we're down. Quite a few aircraft too. Oops. Pay attention, I can maybe get off the runway here. Yeah. Now that's not as bad as it looked. I'm only doing 17 knots there, but wow, it's a complex airport, this one. There are 2 towers. Wow. Okay. I'm going to wait here, work out what to do, and see you on the next one. We're going to go ship hunting.